Oh, hey there, didn't see you there, guys. Welcome to my channel. I apologize for the outfit. I'm still in my work clothes wearing my scrubs, so please excuse the outfit. Welcome to my channel, Drewski's Cards. Who am I? What is this all about? Well, I'm an amateur collector, full-time pharmaceutical sales rep, part-time degenerate gambler, somewhat part-time collector slash investor slash who gives a shit. The bottom line is this. I think somebody needs to come in here into this space and just talk a little bit more from a, how should I put it? Not politically driven, not investment driven, not money driven. I'm not going to make any money off this. Probably nobody's even going to watch this. I want to touch on a couple things. Number one, the market. I'm a day trader. I like to trade options. I like to trade equities. I like to trade everything in between. It's not my full-time job, but I made a lot of money doing it last year and the year before. And the year before, I've been doing it since 2017. Almost, I would say 20 hours a week. So I want to touch a little bit on the market side of the collecting hobby. I want to talk a little bit about some of the creator drama. There's a million videos like this out there. There's no real reason to watch me other than I feel like I have an organic and honest take that maybe people will agree with. And if they don't, I don't really give a shit. Click off the video and watch somebody else. But if I do have some like-minded people who are interested in this type of video, stick around, leave a comment, like it, let me know you're interested. Maybe subscribe? I don't know. That's kind of a novel idea. And if you don't subscribe, it's not hurt my feelings. The first thing I want to touch on with the market, number one, Nostalgianomics, and I'm going to creator name drop a lot in this video, but Nostalgianomics talks a lot about this in his videos. Some people love him, some people hate him. I think he makes a lot of good points. Rudy, Alpha Investments, he talks a little bit about it, but he's got so much fluff in between. He's a funny guy. I would talk more a little bit about Alex and Nostalgianomics. And let's be real, some people love to hate him. I think what he says with how everything is psychologically driven, the Pokemon investment hobby, the sports card investment hobby, the sports collector hobby, all of these things are intertwined. It's all human psychology. They all have different markets. There's bull markets, there's bear markets, there's dovish action, there's hawkish action, there's all different types of specific stock talk types of action. It all comes down to human psychology. Lines on a chart, the way we think, the way things work. Right now, we've kind of passed the euphoria, right? If you're looking at a line graph, this was the euphoria. I would say this was probably a month or two ago. Now we've started to kind of come down a little bit, and it's the part of the investment life cycle where you kind of get to the cool down phase. That's where we are. If you look at it from a realistic standpoint, cards went crazy. Specific cards from Scarlet and Violet went 200% in some cases. The Drowsy from Scarlet and Violet base set, beautiful card. Where did it end up? Where did it peak? $80 from 20? That's absurd. 300% gain right there in a matter of months. It's not realistic. Now, a lot of people have gotten into the hobby recently and they need a reality check. I started collecting very loosely in around the 2016, 2017 range. So I haven't been around forever. I'm going to admit that. I'm not Rudy. I haven't been here for 25 years. I'm also only 30 years old. So give me a little grace. But what I will say is this. I've seen the ups and downs. I've seen the hype cycle. I've seen the bear cycle. I've seen the bull cycle. I've seen it in the stock market too. All right. And I know that a lot better than I know the hobby market. But they all work the same way. So the video will make sense regardless. What I will say is this. If you are just now getting into the collecting hobby, now's a great time. Things are probably going to cool off and you won't have to deal with as much of the bullshit as you have the last 2-3 months. Definitely things got a little bit crazy in January and just kept going from there. 2025 has been a wild year. And we've had some big sets drop. Prismatic was crazy. Lines out the door at GameStop. Same thing with Journey Together. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a flop. I'm not going to use keywords like flop or it's crashing or anything like that. It stayed pretty steady. It's not like you got a haircut if you invested at 210. If you got it in MSRP, 161, 170, 2 thumbs up. You're doing really good still. And same with a lot of the singles. If you picked up the Bubble Mew here recently, you're doing good. It's not like it's taken a total haircut and it's $160. It's still in that $300 range. So we're talking Paladin Fates, obviously. A lot of the key singles are still doing great. Some of the ones that ran up crazy, they have dropped a little bit. That's natural. As Alex mentioned in one of his recent videos, you get parabolic moves in a stock. It runs from $10 to say $50, $60. Check out Webull. The ticker on the New York Stock Exchange is BULL, Bull. You'll see the same action. It went from $10 to $70 today. Guess what? It's going to go way back down. It'll probably go back to 20. It'll find some support. After that initial resistance, it'll steady out where the buyers come in, just like the Pokemon cards, just like the sports cards, just like Magic. Everything in life works the same way. Eggs, milk, doesn't matter. Look at it all from a human psychological standpoint. You will see that when buyers come in, you get a support level, and that's the sticking point, right? It's not going to go to zero. That's just not going to happen. No card's going to go to zero. No stock's going to go to zero. No everyday item is going to go to zero. It's going to find a spot where it calms down, stays put, and then it's going to move up, and then it might move back down. It's going to move up, and it's going to move back down, and it's going to stay that way until eventually it makes a new all-time high. The rest is history. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You will see it on every single stock market chart you look at. You will see it on every single Pokemon chart, sports cards chart that you look at. They all look the exact same way. It's like clockwork. I promise you will see it. That's really that. I don't want to get into a really crazy rabbit hole. If you have questions, if you have comments, leave them below. I would love to talk to you about them. I love stock market, human psychology, the anatomy of investing in any type of market. Let's talk about it. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this is something that interests you. And maybe we can even do something together. I can bring you on my channel because I'm nobody. And if you want to have an opinion, I'd love to hear it. So leave me your opinion. That's that. That's the money side of things. We're done with it. Off to the side. Let's talk a little bit about the YouTube creator drama, right? There's been a lot of little moving parts here recently with Nostalgianomics and a Poke Plumber and beef with Cool Trainer Ryan and Opossum Bud talking a lot of junk. Let's be real, guys. I don't care if people hate me. I know it's my first video. This is me talking as a normal person. I don't make YouTube videos. I'm just making this to see if I can get a reaction out of some of you all and see if maybe you want to hear a little bit more in the future. Because I do like to talk about it. A lot of these guys are douchebags. I hope I don't get flagged for that. I'm probably going to get torched. But that's just the bottom line. This PokeRev dude, let's be real. He's a lame-o. Cool Trainer Ryan. Dude likes to get drunk on his streams for a children's card game. A little bit of strange behavior. This Opossum Bud dude's like bouncing around in his videos. He looks like a little squirrel. He's a strange cat. Just loves to talk shit. This Mimic Boo, I don't know what his name is. Dude's a nerd. They all need to get a life. I mean, let's be real. You should have a life outside of Pokemon cards. It is a fun hobby. You can make it a living. You got guys like Brian at PokeYenny. He's a great guy. I love Brian's content. Guys are really successful on Whatnot. You have people who make great content that like to talk about investing. Like I think Alex is great. Some people disagree with me. I don't really give a shit. I think he has a lot of good things to say. I think they're all very salient points from an investment point of view. Not all of us are. I don't have a million plush toys sitting behind me. I'm never gonna have a big back wall behind me filled with cute little Pokemon dolls and Eevees. Sorry, Opossum Bud, I'm talking about you. You're also one of the douchebags who I'm talking about. Let's be real. You just make rage bait content. That's all it is. You're just trying to get people stirred up. You love to talk trash. Like, guys, get a life. Get a grip. Let's all agree this is so freaking lame. I mean, it is a terrible part of the YouTube space that I cringe at when I watch it. You know, a lot of these people are so fake. And I have to give it to Opossum, but I think he actually mentioned that one of his videos. A lot of these people behind closed doors, they act like D-bags, just like you would expect. They don't want to say what they can on video because it's their livelihood, and maybe they have a little kid watching it. By the way, I should have probably put this out there. It's probably not kid friendly for them to be watching my channel. Sorry, not safe for work warning there, but it is pretty depressing seeing some of these people who have nothing but hate to spread on their YouTube channel where they have 30,000 subscribers. Like, are you okay? Who hurt you? I know you have little man syndrome, but it's gonna be okay. You're gonna get through it. I'll never understand that. And the people in the comments who just love that shit and eat it up and just shill their content. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with 90% of YouTube? You all have got to get a fucking grip. It's pathetic. What we really should be talking about is why the market is doing what it's doing, how to react to it, how to make sure you don't get burned. I think those are all very important things that should be talked about more often, and not this, oh my God, I'm just going to buy everything I ever seen and I love it and I'm going to keep it and I'm never going to sell it. Nobody else gets it. What is wrong with you? This Opossum Bud dude, he's like, oh my God, Alex thinks you're supposed to invest and all you should do is just look at things from a money point of view. That's what life is, dude. We're all in a rat race. You're going to be in the rat race a lot longer than all of us because you don't realize that this is part of the hobby. Money is part of the hobby. I don't get it. I never have understood the people who are like, oh my God, they're an investor and they're talking about investments. What's their problem? Like, do you fucking hear yourself? Am I taking I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Regardless, Pokey Plumber, everybody thought he was Mr. Nice Guy. Seems like he's a D-bag too. What, he's dipping on a great podcast for what, Opossum Bud? Oh my God, it's a shocker. He left a successful podcast for more money. It was about money. Oh my God, that's such a novel concept. Now, I think the way he did it is shitty. I wouldn't dip on who I thought was my friend just to make a few extra bucks, maybe. I hope to God Brian from PokeNE takes his place and Alex and him do a podcast. Dude, that podcast would fucking crush. People, that's what we need. We need two people who see life from a shade of reality and not like a bunch of little plushy toys sitting behind them. Like, y'all live in Fantasyland. That's okay. Enjoy your little bubble in Fantasyland. That's fine. Enjoy. The rest of us adults, we should probably talk about, the reality, which is, yeah, I have a bunch of old, cool singles that I love. I collect all these. I'm probably never going to sell them. But guess what? It's a child's card game. And it's worth money. Everything's worth money. You can go outside and chop down your tree and sell some firewood. Everything's worth money, guys. I really do wish that people wouldn't look at everyone in this space that talks about money and say, oh, they're just a piece of crap. They don't care about the hobby. Dude, I love the cards. They're artwork. They're little pieces of artwork. They're rare, just like art. Art has a value. Do you think people collect art just to look at it? You think somebody is like, yeah, you know what? That's a beautiful piece. I hope I get fucking cooked on that piece. I want it to sit in my office and I want to look at it and think, God, this is such a beautiful piece. I hope it goes down 50% in value. It's so beautiful. When I sell it, I hope it's worth 50%. Are you on crack? People buy things because they enjoy them, there's novelty, and they're gonna make money off of it. I have never talked to anybody in sports cards, Pokemon, Magic, art, anything that said, I'm buying this because I love it so much and I don't care what happens to the value of it. When I sell it, I hope I get cooked. They enjoy it. They like to see it. It makes them feel good. And at the end of the day, when they share it with either their children or somebody else by either selling it or passing it down, they hope that it has more value than it did when they bought it. Holy crap, that's crazy. Are you crazy, Drew? Are you crazy, Drewski? Are you on crazy pills, Drewski? I feel like I'm on fucking crazy pills. I really do. So yeah, that's my rant. I think there's a lot of douchebags on YouTube. I don't give a shit. If I see at a card show, I'll come up and be like, dude, your content sucks. I like Pokevault. I think he's cool. Collectibles Dad seems like a pretty cool dude. Brian's like him. Nostalgianomics, Rudy's great. But you just have this cluster of people who just love to hate. And I know I sound hypocritical because my first video is talking about people who are D-bags. But you have to be called out. Alex can't go on his channel and call you a D-bag. Brian, Rudy, these guys, they can't go on their channels and call you a D-bag because it's their livelihood. And if they did that, it would affect their bottom line. Me making this video, no one cares. No one's going to care. If they watch it and they see it and they keep watching it, they're going to go, oh my God, somebody finally called him out. This is crazy. Someone finally called out all the haters. I don't care. If I see you in real life, I'll tell you your content sucks. I'll tell you you're a professional hater. Won't bother me. I make plenty of money doing what I'm doing. My life's never going to be centered around the cards. It's a hobby. I like to make some additional money doing it. I like to pick things up at a good price, sell them for a better price. That's it. I buy stuff that I like. If it doesn't sell for a better price, I don't care. I just don't want to take a haircut on it. And nobody should. That's it. 19 minutes, way too long of a first video, but here it is. Put some bullshit clickbait title in here, and maybe you'll watch some of it. All right. Drewski's Cards, bye.